In these problems, we're trying to determine if questions in certain situations are what we call statistical questions. A statistical question is something that deals with more than one value. Statisticians, they're the ones out there surveying people, asking a whole bunch of people, what's your opinion about X? Who are you going to vote for? Or measuring how long did everybody in this population live and what did they eat in their diets, and then comparing the two. So they're looking at big groups of people and getting multiple numbers and then looking at all those numbers together and making some judgments about them. So any kind of question that only gets one number, one value, is not going to be a statistical question. Questions that get lots of values, lots of answers back, they can be statistical questions. So let's look at these. A says, Rachel asked one of her neighbors, how many jobs have you had in your life? Now this one right off the bat might be confusing because there's more than one job, but Rachel only asked one of her neighbors. So she's really only getting one number back, right? That neighbor's going to say, I've had 2 jobs or I've had 7 jobs. So that's only one value. It is not a statistical question. If Rachel asked all of her neighbors, how many jobs have you had? Then she'd have a set of data and that would be statistical. All right. B says Hans asked the people at his work, how many times did you shop online last month? People is plural, so it looks like Hans is going to get several data values back, so that is statistical. C says Raina asked several people in her town, how much money did you spend on clothing last year? And that's several people, so that's statistical. You're going to get more than one value back. And let's see, Amanda asked her coworker, how many cars does your family own? This is only one coworker who's being asked. It doesn't matter that there's more than one car. Amanda's still only going to get one number back, 1, 2, 0, 7, because she's only asking one person, one coworker. So that is not statistical. E says Keith asked 20 women at a local store, what was the number of hours you worked last week? That one is statistical because 20 different people are being surveyed or asked here. All right, let's try one more set just for practice. We'll go a little quicker through these, and I'm sure you'll get them even before I do. A says, Goran asked a woman at a local store, do you prefer beef or chicken? What is that, statistical or not? I hope you said no, because it was just one woman. All right, B. Yolanda asked 40 boys at her school, what is the first letter of your name? And that is statistical. 40 different boys were asked, so that's good. It's statistical. C. Justin asked the students in his class, what's your favorite kind of music? That is statistical. Students, plural, so a lot of different answers were gotten. D says, Ruben asked 50 people at his church, do you prefer cats or dogs? Yes, 50 people. And E, Susan asked several people in her town, what is your favorite day of the week? That is also statistical because it's several people and not just one. So that is a little bit of work with determining whether a question is a statistical question.